Hey everyone, Asnil here, and this is going to be the part 2, probably the finale for Shanzhou Lofu arc, and we'll try to finish it if we can today, and then afterwards we'll watch the trailer for Dan Heng, which I was told not to watch, at least before I finish the main story quest. So without further ado, let's begin. So just a quick recap, we are currently doing a quest wherein we infiltrated this abundance group that's supposedly wreaking havoc in the Shanzhou Lofu. And we got some kind of medicine that we were having people analyze, and we're about to talk to this Dan Shu person.
Ah, you're back. From the sound of your stride, I sense you're in good spirits.
You can tell just by listening.
A person's footfall reveals a lot about their strength and emotions. Much like how a person's breath may serve as an indication of their overall health. Let's get down to business. I analyzed the prescription you procured, the draft of Draconic Surge. Now that I have a preliminary conclusion, it needs to be delivered to the seat of Divine Foresight.
What is the conclusion?
The conclusion. Put simply, I don't believe that the draft of Draconic Surge holds the cure to the Mara. Even in the foreseeable future, there will likely not be any such cure. I've compiled the details into a written analysis. If you're interested, feel free to take a look. This is a copy of pharmacological studies on the draft of Draconic Surge. If the Chief Counselor wants to see it urgently, I'll have to ask you to deliver it for me.
You're back. Anything you wanted to share?
The prescription from the disciples of Sanctus Medicus.
Wow. Even for those alchemists, that was fast.
It was Dan Shu who figured it out.
Dan Shu? Wait, why would the Alchemy Commission's chief alchemist be away from her post? I've heard that the chief alchemist is visually impaired. She rarely leaves the Alchemy Commission now. She has a vast knowledge and expertise. No wonder she was able to analyze the pharmacology so quickly. Let me see her report. No cure? Where did these villains get their hands on such a complex prescription? This is infuriating. Still, this is a clue we can follow. Thank you. Please accept these gifts for your efforts.
Thank you.
Please, take them. You've done so much for the Lafu, for the Xianzhou.
Lafu.
This is the...
There are some issues with the with which I should like your expertise. Can you drop by the pavilion for a spell? Wait, I'm coming over.
Thank you for coming on such short notice.
What can I help you with?
My stay in Exalting Sanctum was supposed to be focused on treating people and delivering medicine. But the Seat of Divine Foresight tasked me with analyzing the prescription. I've been severely delayed. I've already concocted some of the medicine in question, but there can't be any further delays. Could you assist me in ensuring it arrives on time?
No problem.
Thank you. The patient in question is a little girl. If she's gotten into any trouble, be sure to let me know when you get back. This is the medicine. Her house is near the Court of Tranquility. It shouldn't be hard to find her.
I thought we were going to a house.
Is this the one Dan Shu sent me to find? Does she come here to treat other sightless people?
Aw, little Miss Lady can't see ahead, can't see right, can't see left. Heads to the east, ends up west.
That's very rude.
She's stuck. She can't get down.
Hey, what you looking at, Outworlder? Mind your own business.
If this wasn't the kid, I'll beat the crap out of him.
What's this got to do with you? You were family or something? Because you don't look like it. You're just trying to be a hero. You sure you want to mess with the Lafu trio?
Man, what is wrong with these kids? Picking on someone disabled is just a new kind of low. Enough with this nonsense. Get away
Who
from
do you
her.
think you are? Keep your nose out of this. I beat people up all the time.
Yeah, get lost! Stop meddling in our business!
Man, these are jerks. You just know they're gonna grow up to be criminals.
Boss!
Stop yelling and help me up already!
They use some kind of hidden power! I saw it! You're a cheater!
You're lucky I don't use a Stellaron on you.
That's right. If you hadn't cheated, I would have knocked your lights out.
You sure about that, boss? They didn't even flinch.
Yeah, your minion's calling you out, dumbass.
Ugh! Shut up! Boss, let's get out of here. We shouldn't fight anyone that doesn't respect martial arts.
Respect martial arts. Right, as if martial artists will actually pick on a blind kid.
I'll let you off the hook this time.
At least they shouldn't.
Next time we fight fair and square.
You are never fair.
Yeah!
If only I could beat the crap out of him.
Thank you for helping me, mister.
You okay?
I'm okay. It's my fault. I shouldn't have wandered off on my own. Then I wouldn't have run into those guys.
Aw.
They always laugh at me for being blind. And they like to trip me up and steal my things.
That's extremely horrible. It's really so hard to live when you've always got bullies around like that.
Thank goodness you were here. Otherwise, they wouldn't have let me off so easily.
Donshu wants me to deliver this medication to
Oh,
her.
Donshu asked you to come? Things are bad on Olafu recently. Donshu must be very busy. Thank you, mister. Remember to thank her for me.
Why does she wander about alone? Well, I've delivered the medicine. I should report back to Danshu.
Shouldn't we escort her home or something? Now, where are those kids? Man, I want to slice them or something. Those freaking jerks. That wasn't very nice. That was actually quite frustrating.
How was she? Did you deliver the medicine?
You describe what happened to Donshu.
She reminds me of myself when I was a child. I also had to find my way in the dark, face obstacles I couldn't predict, as well as deal with unconscious prejudices people had against me. If I was ever injured by bullies or after a fall, I'd run crying to the healers at the Alchemy Commission and ask them to heal me. I suppose that's why I followed in their footsteps, to pay a little kindness forward.
What if those kids grew up and got hurt? Who the hell's gonna heal them? If they keep acting like jerks like that.
Thank you for looking after the child. Could I ask you for another favor, friend?
What do you need?
I want to meet the little girl. Can you lead me to... I worry about her wandering around on her own. And I want to know what's been on her mind lately. Her parents passed away in the denizens of Abundance Wars. The relatives who took her in aren't close to her. And whenever I treat her, she often confides in me. A healer's medicine might remedy one's physical health, but sometimes the loneliness and hurt inside one's heart needs companionship and care to heal.
She might have wandered far though.
She told me that whenever she's feeling troubled, she finds a quiet corner in the Artisanship Commission and just sits there, letting the sounds wash over her. Her parents used to be artisans in the commission, so I think she has some nostalgic connection to the place. In all likelihood, that's where she'll be. There's danger around every corner these days, especially for a sightless child. Let's go. What's happening? Is the girl in trouble?
What the heck?
What the heck? Who's next? Let me end your misery.
It's all right. Everything's okay now, Xiaoyu.
Thank you, big brother. Thank you, Anshu.
You don't need to be scared anymore. He is here.
When I think about all the trouble I've caused you two, I
Aw.
feel like such a burden. I'm sorry.
Is that why you're crying? Maybe you should start getting used to this feeling. Because in the next few centuries, visually impaired people like us will continue to require help from everyone we meet. So, if a little bit of guilt like this is enough to break your heart, then how will you manage such an arduous path?
Is this supposed to be comforting?
I'm not trying to console her. This is the reality.
Man, reality sucks.
Walking alone in the darkness. Fearing every incoming, invisible obstacle. Unable to understand other people's descriptions. Everyone, everything is like a hot coal in the dark. Invisible, yet still able to burn you. As a long-life species, she can expect life to continue like this for nearly 1,000 years. She must learn to depend upon herself rather than just foolishly waiting around for the next hero to swoop in and save her.
Aren't you helping to save her?
Yes, by trying my best to change her personal circumstances. In the meantime, she'll have to learn to withstand the darkness. Just as I have.
Damn.
Hey, you're right, Anshu. From now on, I'll do my best to rely on myself.
Good. I hope you remember this. Forever. This place is too dangerous. Let's head back to Exalting Sanctum. Thank you again for all you've done. It would seem we incomplete ones are often bullied from a tender age. I endured numerous hardships to become Chief Alchemist. Yet, there are still things that leave me feeling helpless. That's the reason I said what I said. You might mistake my words for being hurtful. But the truth is, no amount of words can prepare her for what lies ahead.
Does the Shenzhou have the technology to help with such impairments?
For long-life species, these things are permanent. Whether we are beautiful or ugly, tall or short, wise or foolish, all of it is encoded into our flesh from the moment we are born. The impairments of short-life species can be corrected with ingenia or surgery. But that's an impossibility for Xianzhou natives. No matter the method employed, our bodies will eventually return to their original states.
Wait, if it's eventually, doesn't that still mean even for a short while they'd be able to correct those?
I too was once a non-believer. I fooled myself into acquiring artificial eye implants. Soon thereafter, my sightless eyes began to regenerate, and I was left in pain and despair.
Oh, so technically she did those implants or whatever, but eventually her body went back to its original state. But still, doesn't that mean that for the short while she's able to see like the others and actually understand what others see? I mean, it might be short, it might be temporary, but It's a way to understand others, right? I mean, I wonder if there's a way to make those implants or something permanent, or maybe they could get more of those. Like, if one procedure is done and it doesn't work anymore, then why not another procedure? I don't know.
That brief window of sight that I regained has turned into a perpetual source of anguish, forever etched into my mind.
I guess that answers that, but I don't know, from my point of view, I guess it's so hard to understand though, because if it's, I guess it's like when most people talk about having loved and, or rather not having loved at all. I don't know, I guess that's what they mean, but for me, in those short moments, at least at that time, you were happy. Even if it's something that you'll look back repeatedly in the future, I don't know. I would have still wanted to at least experience it.
For long-life species, this incompleteness is a permanent, unavoidable tenance. What a joke. Even the denizens of abundance, so-called abominations, needn't endure such torture. Perhaps we incomplete ones are merely traitors, cursed by the plague's author.
What do you mean?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Thank you for sticking with me through all of this. I think my aspirations in exalting sanctum have been met. Oh, I have a gift for you. Though I'll need a little time to prepare it. See you soon, friend.
That's really heavy. They call themselves the long-lived species. And technology is always evolving. Is it possible that they've stopped trying to learn and move forward with the technology because they think it's all redundant or something? For me, maybe it's just a matter of time. They just have to wait for technology, their technology to progress further, you know, so that they could have permanent implants or something.
There you are. You've been running so many errands lately. I'd like for you to take some useful items away with you. Examining the exhibits in the Seat of Divine Foresight inspired me to create this. I referenced some historical texts and concocted a medicine that can extend your lifespan and improve your health.
Well, damn.
I call it the Broomdew Concentrate Pellet. And I'd like you to have it. Consuming it will make your body light, agile, and promote longevity and well-being. As a nameless, it'll make your journey a much less arduous one. Well then, that's that. I've still got some other business to attend to, so shall we say goodbye for now? Perhaps the next time we meet, I'll be able to see you in the true sense of the word.
That's a little bit sus. I mean, it sounds good and all, and let's be honest, she seems like a nice person. Though a properly seasoned one from all the bullying, but still, that medicine sounds a little too good to be true, to be honest. I guess I'll just put it aside.
It's not that I don't trust Danshu, but this doesn't seem like something I should take lightly. Something feels off. I'd better talk to Qingzu at the Seat of Divine Foresight.
Now it kind of makes me curious what will happen if I just swallowed it. But to be honest, for something like that, I mean, it really did sound like too good to be true, to be honest. But if it was true, that would be cool, you know.
Would you like me to relay your message?
To be a long-lived species because of that whatever medicine.
It's been a while. To what does the Seat of Divine Foresight owe the pleasure?
Everything happened between Danshu.
I understand. You say you have suspicions about this pellet she gave you? How about this? Leave this broomdew concentrate pellet with me, and I'll find someone to run a few tests on it. I need to find a trustworthy alchemist, so you'll need to wait here a while. It isn't easy to find trustworthy people like yourself in these perilous times. Thank the stars you were wise enough not to take that pellet. My alchemists were able to extract many forbidden components. The result is identical to the disciple's mysterious prescription.
Can't believe Donshu lied to me.
I understand. Try not to be too upset. I had a suspicion that there might be a spy in the Alchemy Commission, but I never expected it to be someone so high up in the organization. I'll put out a wanted notice for Donshu immediately. If you find any trace of her, get in touch with me. Take this D-Ting with you. It might just help you find this friend.
So she totally tried to, what, poison us with whatever that thing did to the soldiers and eventually give us Mars struck or whatever. But our main character is a short-lived species, right? So what? I wonder what would have
Donshu isn't
happened.
here. Where could she be? I've got it. Donshu's medicine box has her scent on it. I'll ask the D-Ting that Qingzu lent me to track her. That's Donshu. With a group of disciples? I guess that tells me all I need to know.
Oh, that's really tragic. So this means she's part of the bad guys, huh?
Master, stand back. Let me handle this.
Stand down. He's a friend.
Many of our brethren have fallen by his hands.
Well, they attacked me.
Yes, I am aware.
But
I said he's my friend. Leave us.
yes, Master.
Why aren't you leaving?
I didn't expect you to come looking for me.
To call you master. You're the head of Disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
So they do. I am master of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, scion of Merciful Medicus. And I shall lead the entire Xianzhou Alliance onto the path of abundance.
But it's a bit strange, though, that these guys still have their sanity when the rest of the Mars struck don't even recognize people.
Did you ingest the Broomdew concentrate pellet I gave you?
I didn't.
I admire your vigilance. What a shame. So many elixir seekers arrive on the Xianzhou in the hope of obtaining the formula to immortality. But none have succeeded. Their aspirations are well founded. The Xianzhou does indeed harbor the secret to becoming immortal. I admire you. So, I thought I'd give you the chance to obtain it.
Oh, so technically the Shenzhou actually does have something that makes people long-lived and technically almost immortal. Except their problem is succumbing to Mars struck over time, I guess?
The Broomdew concentrate pellet will turn you into a long-life species. You will feel the limitless freedom of the form bestowed upon you by Merciful Medicus. By not taking it, you are foregoing its benefits.
To be honest, that does kind of feel a bit sad that I didn't take it. I mean, if it had those benefits to begin with, though we're not really sure what it would have done. What if it did extend the life of our main character here? Even if he'll eventually succumb to Mars struck later on down the line, doesn't that still mean that that's for later, not for right now?
Such a pity. Though, as your friend, I respect your choice. Friend, Please, I urge you to leave the Luofu. Abandon this struggle. The truth isn't what it appears to be. What did the minions at the seat of divine foresight tell you about this conflict? That the Rainbow Arbiter is the emissary of the righteous? That the Arbiter is chasing the heathen plague's author across the stars, while the disciples of Sanctus Medicus abet their heresy? Do you really think that is the case? You don't understand Merciful Medicus, nor the devilish archer author, but you understand me. Do you see me as such? A heretic?
To be honest, I don't really know what started this conflict to begin with.
I do not ask for you to pick a side. I just wish for you to leave the Luofu, to leave this all behind. This isn't your fight, and I do not wish to make an enemy of you.
You know, that's actually interesting compared to most enemies. She's actually trying to avoid this conflict instead of facing it head on. Despite her, at least from our point of view, being the bad guy. She doesn't want to hurt someone she regarded as a friend. So I guess I'll choose this one for now.
Since neither of us is eager to engage in combat, let us respectfully part ways. I have been thinking. The devilish archer author is not a benevolent god, nor is Merciful Medicus a malevolent one. Your choice to align with Tingyun was simply due to meeting him first. Most unfortunate. Had you known me first, perhaps we could have been good friends.
Master, we should leave now.
I sincerely wish that this will be our last meeting. Farewell, Nameless.
Why do you call me Nameless?
I'd better report my findings to Qingzu at the seat of divine foresight.
It's actually
Time
interesting
to
that
log off.
compared to
head back.
compared to most bad guys, they would have tried to eliminate us on sight after knowing their secret, but in this case,
What is your
she
purpose for
genuinely
entering the
doesn't
seat
want
of
to
divine
become
force?
enemies with us.
How did it go? Did you...
You interrupt. What? Why does those
So you weren't
prompt
able to apprehend
appear
her?
so damn fast? You
I see.
can't read that fast?
These people have been in hiding for so long. They must have a more nefarious plan. I've got to apprehend them quickly. Once again, thank you for all your help. With your intel, we will put a stop to Don Shu. Jingyuan tells me you'll be joining the forces led by the Alchemy Commission and Master Diviner. I won't take up any more of your time. Please, take good care of yourself. If you run into Don Shu again, contact the nearest Cloud Knights. Take this as a token of my appreciation. You deserve it.
80, not bad. Wait, if she's the master, doesn't that mean we get to fight her again? Considering, you know, maybe as a final boss or something? That's truly unfortunate that we still have to fight anyway.
Master Diviner, you're back.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now.
Kept us waiting, alright.
I was merely being courteous. According to my divination, you've hardly been here long.
The conflict is difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming for a long time, but our army is in no way inferior. How can things be so difficult?
How should I know? Is this a segue into us joining the fray?
Sharp as always. I knew we'd spent too long around the Master Diviner. Now we're predicting the future. Let me guess. What are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge? Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting. So there. Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
The game did.
We're not? Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
Unexpected?
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission.
They're running the same damn way.
After
it's
all,
funny.
it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end,
So
the alchemists grew
coordinated, see?
discontented and
It's
began
funny.
to obsess over the manipulation of life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it. Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What is that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
This is where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion. An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
Why?
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara.
Oh, so it like enhances whatever triggers the Mara.
Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held, they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one can know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knights' first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their focus has always been the Cloud Knights. They are completely unaware of your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
The smoke can affect us?
Indeed. This demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights. The Ambrosial Arbor is taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou Alliance has always been fiercely independent. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus could never have guessed that the General would seek outside help.
Is this what General Jingyuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron Hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka
Imagine
seeks is
that.
becoming reality. One step at a time.
I don't want to act according to their projections. This is the only way.
Rather, only this way leads to the known best result. If we can afford to choose, then none would choose to leap off a cliff. Besides, this is not my decision alone. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you? Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kinda have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
I will come at once when the smoke dissipates. You won't be left to fend for yourselves.
If you say so.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering. Yay! We did it! Can't see the smoke anymore.
Excellent. I'll lead my troops to the rendezvous.
She was holding her breath, huh? Let's try this first. If it doesn't work, I'll try the blast cannon
the
too.
elixir cauldrons. Unimportant. The inevitable is already upon us.
Wow, she looks good.
Danshu,
Don Shu?
it's you.
Are you kidding me? That's her?
I have met you before in my capacity as chief alchemist.
Oh man.
Master diviner.
No, that's a
You
glow
don't
up.
seem surprised.
But it's actually quite sad that we're going to fight her. Because it kind of feels like she's gonna die now.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. However, without evidence, we couldn't bring charges before the commissions. We had to wait for you to show yourselves. And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species.
She got you there.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor enveloped the Xianzhou Lafu like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial and shift form at will. Divine miracles descended onto all 9 Xianzhou ships. What a glorious time that was. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the hands of the denizens of abundance. And the Ten Lords Commission even forces us to give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
I guess it all comes down to the method they use.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
I like her design.
A pilot spirit never dies.
Go there.
Can you let me have some fun this time for a buzz?
Quantum. Oh crap. it's not fun.
At this speed, too slow.
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Boom! From the boom!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
I'll free you from your chains.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past!
Wow, one hit.
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that.
Who did?
Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise.
So who's that?
You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Lord Ravager? I kinda think we heard that name before. Something to do with Nanook or something? I don't know.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
Wait, what? Is she evil?
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Holy crap! She's a bad guy? I mean, we thought she was just a weirdo based on her comments on immortality back then, but
It would have
didn't
been
think it would be
nice to
full-blown
observe for a
bad
little
guy.
longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Okay, that's fine. If evil, why me? What the? What happened to her body? What? Did she snap her neck? Holy crap.
I am Lord Ravager Pantilia.
Okay, cool. So where's your body?
Come with a single purpose. To set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
What the heck?
Tingyun, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
More importantly, what the heck happened to Don Shu? And Tingyun's body? I mean, well, Tingyun's neck pretty much snapped, I guess, but damn. Holy crap.
I've got a raid to get to. Let's finish this.
I'm thinking alright. Okay.
Let me end your misery.
We need you to absorb that.
This battle is unavoidable. The time is now. Lend me your strength.
After this, are we supposed to fight another batch of enemies or something?
To the clouds! Can you let me have some fun this time?
Let me end your misery.
We'll see if we have another batch. Okay, yep, 2 over 3. Crap.
Let me end your misery.
Stay the course.
That kind of rhymes. Stay on the course. Gale Force.
You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength. Who's next?
Let me end your misery.
Oh,
You are fortunate that Zephyro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Cienjo.
who are they?
They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand. But since that stubborn general of yours has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the show. My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Oh, she left.
Time for a buzz.
Swanson, not bad.
At this speed, too slow.
The wind is rising.
But
Cloud
unfortunately,
Kite formation! Boom! From the blue!
Ron is not ready with the ultimate yet. But I mean, I guess I could kill it
I'll
already.
free you from your chains.
It's pretty close to...
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Let me end your misery. Who's next?
Easy peasy.
Wait, hold on
Salva
a second.
sign what?
Are you really saying that Miss Tingyun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
All along? Kind of like Agatha all along in Marvel.
And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go?
Yeah, where did it go?
Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other Nameless speak of in the past.
What are Nameless?
She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Okay, so I'm under the assumption that these Lord Ravagers are kind of like Fatui Harbingers to Tsaritsa, right?
Meaning that Tingyun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved.
So does that mean Tingyun was still alive while she was being manipulated?
But there was no indication that Tingyun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Tingyun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
So where's the real one? That is to say Tingyun.
You're saying that the real Tingyun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Tingyun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer.
Okay, so we really don't know for sure if Tingyun is dead or just disappeared.
At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Tingyun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Tingyun's remains behind as a display of power?
That does make sense. There's no point in taking her body unless there's still a purpose to be... I don't know, for her to take the body. It's so weird.
I believe this to be Fantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Cienjo citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Lafu? all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Ventilia is aiming for the ambrosial arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The ambrosial arbor can be sealed from that self.
Wait, hold on.
Let's make haste.
Hold up. Okay, first of all, I kind of remember us being in a ship in the middle of space. So first off, how big is this actual ship that we have? Not only what looks like an ocean, a giant tree in the middle. We even have our own atmosphere. Holy crap. So you're telling me that this whole thing in the middle is a huge sea, or well, an overscaled lake of some sort. That's a giant tree in the middle. And we're right here. How big is this place? Dang. And like I said earlier, so this is kind of similar to Asgard, where it's not a circular planet. It's not a sphere, so I'm assuming there's something underneath holding everything up. But it's so weird to have an atmosphere. I mean, I guess that's understandable if you're gonna stick multiple ships together and walk in between. I guess you do need an atmosphere so you don't, die in the vacuum. But I mean, visually it just looks so planet-like. I saw that at the corner of my eye. Okay, where to? It's so funny seeing them run together. Same animation used.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
About Tingyun.
It all happened so suddenly. But looking back, I think Mr. Yang was right. Tingyun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Yeah, with her weird-ass comments regarding immortality.
Since she was an ambassador dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a person with her name in the commission. We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what happened to the real Tingyun. As for the Tingyun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
So if we've never actually met the real Tingyun, that means wherever she is, if she's still alive, we have yet to meet her for the first time, huh?
It is a delve governed by the Vidyadhara.
Vidyadhara.
Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet.
Those are the dragon race, right? Supposedly an ancient oceanic region transferred from the Vidyadhara home planet. So, holy crap, how the heck did they bring an entire ocean up to space?
After the ambrosial arbor was broken in two during the war, its roots were left gnarled and broken. Yet it never died. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor within Scale Gorge Waterscape, entrust it to the High Elders of the Vidyadhara, and rely on the power of long scions to constrain it.
So, man, these jargon are confusing my brain. The Alliance decided to seal the arbor. I'm assuming the arbor is that giant tree, maybe? Within the Scale Gorge Waterscape, which is the ocean area part, entrusted to High Elders of the Vidyadhara, so the High Elders of the Dragon people, and rely on the power of whatever long scions mean. to seal it?
It has been so long. No one knows whether the seal remains. Even if it does, I doubt it will hinder that spectral Lord Ravager.
Where's Jingyun?
I've reported the current situation to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He made no further contact after we communicated at the Matrix of Prescience. He said he had important matters to personally attend to. The situation stands on the edge of a precipice. We must trust in the General.
Time is of the essence. Let's go. A little while ago.
This is...
The Delve bordering Steel Gorge water ski.
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
So what did you get?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
New message. Cloud Knights invited us to go with them. Your homeland's got some real big crucibles. Somebody's blocking the signal again.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade? I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets.
What the heck? So that huge thing absorbs that ancient water, turns them into these magic pills things. That is so typical of Chinese novels and fantasy, to be having an over importance of, aside from jade, be like the magic pills.
All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Wait. Those are his memories? So these are Don Hunt's memories? They're not just some random people's memories, but his?
They say that you are Lung's powering planet. Is that true?
Long.
What are the scions of planets?
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Viviatara go through cycles of life and death, existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please, take care of me.
So, that kid is Don Hung. So he was supposed to be an elder in his past life. Come to think of it, the Vidyadhara is like Bailu, right? So technically, their species is supposed to be undying. It's just that when they come to the end of their lifespan, they become kids again, enjoying the rebirth, right? That's how they are, I think. So technically, Don Hong is part of that race and was, according to this girl here, is meant to be an elder according to this memory. But something happened that Don Hong's past life probably did, which I don't know yet, that got him kicked out of the Xianzhou. Huh. I wonder what he did.
Power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder.
High Elder. So he did become an elder before he got kicked out. Okay.
Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't go any further. Your enemies are waiting for you.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Oh, cutscene. So no one's piloting the boat? Like it's automatic or something? Just like the Star Skiff? Whoa!
He's here.
Kafka and Blade. What are you guys doing here? What's happening?
Right on time.
Damn, she's hot.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You can let the Mara strike me.
You're here.
It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
Escape.
What?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death.
That doesn't sound right. I mean, technically, if the long life Vidyadharas or the dragon peoples reach the end of their life and go through rebirth, doesn't that technically mean they sort of died even if they do rebirth or restart? I don't know, it kind of feels like they're totally different people now. Unless of course they carry on the entire personality from their previous lives.
I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
How the hell did you get there, kid?
You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Tingyun's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
That is a very good point. Why would Yanqing come here alone? Assuming he could take on everyone. I mean, that's pretty stupid, don't you think? Or rather, arrogant if he understood what he actually did. That's quite arrogant of him to think that he could overpower anyone.
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Oh.
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop!
No, this is pretty cool. And... What?
You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other.
Oh, is this where he transforms?
Than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished.
Yo, we totally killed the TA from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Imbibitor Lunae.
Oh, dang. He looks badass.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
What?
I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Hold on. Shackling prison? Instead of throwing him out because he's technically exiled, he's trying to capture Dan Heng instead? Why? Is this kid right in the head? And he's assuming that he could take on both Imbibitor Lunae form Dan Heng and Blade? Huh. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Total forgot.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it
Lady. Why is Kafka not together with us? Why is she just in the back?
Surrender!
What's wrong?
Dancing totally looks so cool right now. What kind of pissed is it at his personality at the moment?
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Two of these are flashing. Well, that's different.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
What choice is that? What? Holy crap.
So familiar. Did she teach you?
Can Yanqing actually do that?
Mercy.
Can't delay any longer.
Use the skill to enhance Dan Heng's Imbibitor
I didn't wish to
Lunae's
harm anyone.
basic attack for 3 consecutive times.
There's no other way. Forgive me.
2, 3.
Search.
Use fulgurantly. Oh, snap!
I failed. This.
Let's not talk about the damage. That animation looks so cool. Holy moly.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
Awkward silence.
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lawfu's hotshot general.
Why does that sound like an evil laugh?
Tingyun.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
Okay, so that actually confirms it that they all knew each other in the past, right? Blade did mention something about a few people in the past, 3 needing to pay a price, so I guess they're among those people. So Blade, Jingyuan, and Imbibitor Lunae. So I'm assuming Jingyuan's master as well, maybe? I don't know.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
This kid doesn't know how to read the room.
It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not him.
Okay, so Don Hung saying that, does that actually mean that when they do reincarnation thingies, that they don't fully inherit the personality of their previous incarnations? That would totally mean whatever thing the previous incarnations did, it's technically not them, so it's hard to put the blame on them if they've already reincarnated.
I'm sorry.
But I'm wondering how much of the memories they actually retain.
You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together? Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-lived species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more.
Okay. So they do some kind of ritual in the ancient sea? Huh.
I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, and exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I mean, to be fair, if Tingyun was good friends with Imbibitor Lunae, it would really be hard to differentiate that person, considering they probably look the same to him.
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Don Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Don Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
Wait, hold up. Revoke your banishment edict. That means that if he does this, he's no longer banished from the Luofu, and technically Yanjing or whoever the crap can't really arrest him for anything anymore, since he's technically a new person anyway. But this would make it all legal, right? Though I have to say, this kind of feels like blackmail in the part of Jingyuan.
I may not be capable of the things that Don Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you.
Power of dragon transmutation. What does that mean? I wonder.
It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Don Feng is no more. Now, there is only Don Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
Wow. Okay, he really does look cool. I mean, I've had this character as well, I just didn't build him because I don't have much resources just yet. Also, I haven't unlocked the domains that are needed in order to get his materials.
Meet yet again.
But so far, looking at how he actually is in game and that fight earlier kind of makes me want to play him. Yeah, I might really build him up later on. Is that a flower? Okay. It kind of feels more like a noble or something. It has a noble aura, but I can't really say it looks cool. But I mean, if we're only looking at him instead of the result, I guess it kind of looks cool. Looking at him. Can I take a look? Nope. Oh wait, he's there. How would I know what you're wearing? How about I take a look at mine instead? Okay, so mine's only at 50. I don't really have much yet for him. I just put some random stuff that I already have. I don't have a proper light cone for him, so it's only a 4-star that I only currently have. And Ascension, yep, I don't have that yet. Traces, I did level up a little bit. I don't have whatever this is, and apparently I haven't unlocked it yet.
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. From this battle onward, the Alliance must fight the Legion to our dying breath, even if it means the end of the Law Fu.
That's very dark. But then again, considering how much danger they almost brought upon the Herta space station and almost destroyed Belobog and Eurillo 6. I guess it's...
Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the 7 Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat. And yet that hardly suits her philosophy of destruction. There must be something more.
What are those tower things? I guess they're part of the seal somehow. I mean, see, this is another reason why I wish this was more like Genshin instead of more like this. Because with Genshin, not only do we have the freedom of jumping around, with Genshin we could actually explore whatever that thing is. We could go there, somehow climb it up all the way to the top. That's what I really miss about open world games. But since this is more story-driven linear, we can't really go everywhere. Videodrome Mirage Echo.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. She left me all alone. Still, I wait for the day of my rebirth. Endless waiting.
So someone he cared about. If it's a lover, well, that kind of feels sad, right? But I mean, it's not... I don't think it's like she left on purpose. It could be that her previous life has already come to an end, so... I'm only associating it with actual death than leaving for a rebirth, but I don't really know how their species work.
As recorded in the ancient texts, this body of water was brought by my people from our homeworld. It formed part of the roiling deep. It is as pure here as it was there. Our dragon ancestors nurtured us with the water of life, and bestowed us with the permanence of the Videodrome.
I'll admit that name Videodrome is kind of weird. Any more ghosts?
Waters of the ancient sea, cleanse me. Waters of the ancient sea, protect me. This world's good karma is settled. this life's misfortune is erased.
Really curious. How much of the memories do they actually retain, if any? Nothing here? Okay. Huh.
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go!
Dragon.
Tingyun, where have you been?
Well, you know, here and there.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
Plague's Author is a really weird name.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Don Hung? You are Don Hung, right? What's with the horns?
It's just cosplay.
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Apparently he does.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we?
Oh crap. I think my avatar is broken. Let me just restart that.
My astral guess. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Don Hung and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off.
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. I never knew we had a creed.
Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, As on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
So holding our hand means helping. Remaining still means not hurting. Whatever. Let's hold it up.
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak.
I really don't understand this nameless thing.
But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Law Fu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
Access the memories. Okay, so that's what I was wondering about earlier. That means that it's not completely transferred regarding their memories, which means that they're 100% completely a different new person, except they have bits and fragments of their memories, I guess, if they can access some of it at least.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the Plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Law Fu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence.
So many jargon.
Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
So that's Don Hung in his previous form. Holy crap. The music. It's in CN, right? It actually sounds cool. Okay, so they erected a statue in commemoration of what he did. In order to contain that arbor thing, he commanded the water to flood the whole area. Is that it?
Ah, it looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if... this statue... is that Don Hung's brother?
March.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Does that mean that when they reincarnate, were they meant to reincarnate into a full-grown person, or do they start from scratch as a kid and the current reincarnation of an elder remained of a kid instead of growing up? I don't get it.
Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Law Fu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree.
Did we get that soundtrack in the Astral Express?
What happens next is in your hands.
You scared the heck out of me! For a second I thought you'd annoyed the General. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out the two of you are old buddies. So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the Express?
I was worried for your safety.
Aw, how sweet. But Mr. Yang and I have been holding our own. We're pretty much Xianzhou heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Dan Heng.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Xianzhou, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Dan Heng. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
The statue of the High Elder greatly changed by the years of weather. There are small words engraved near its base. Hearken as Arbor revives, the foe nears. We call forth the mighty waters of ancient sea to flood abodes of heaven and quell roots of evil. We etch this in stone for all to heed. Beneath the endless rolling waves, the ancient roots of the arbor blaze. Long dormant, they stir and come to life as if a beast were waking from its strife. The containment mechanisms woven by the past thrones, the bindings that tamed the beast's power known, a fragile net soon to shatter and fall, its decay a warning heard by one and all. Memories from the past emerge from the darkness, lightly broken. Oh, cutscene. Yo, that water looks great. Yo, he's doing a Moses, bro. Holy crap. Damn. Imbibitor Lunae arrives. That was so badass.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age past. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Tingyun. General, Are you planning to face Vantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author.
So Rainbow Author is Line, the hunt, and Ruin Author is Nanook of destruction. Why do they have so many names? Why can't we just, you know, call it the hunt or destruction?
You have a more important duty.
Cloud Knights, attention!
After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
So, an
Lady
Exodus
Fu,
then.
if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
You scale-gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy!
Why is that blasphemy?
You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
Then what the hell are you on their ship then?
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the Preceptors and have you stripped of the name and power of the High Elder.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Huh. Return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Guide the tides of ancient sea.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the three talents. The path to the great roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the three talons. What the heck does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
You scale-gorge waterscape, you lost...
I understand.
Okay. I guess exploration time and whatever those seal things are. Is that Don Shu? I mean, we thought she disappeared, but I guess this is where
Ready
she
when you are.
appeared.
Show your courage. 100% quick.
I mean, that is her, right?
What a...
So, does that mean it's not? That's boring. I thought we finally found Danshu again. Did she actually die?
That's more like it.
Okay, so this definitely looks like a boss battle waiting to happen. Now I asked around and I was told that I would only need one slot for Tingyun for the party. And the thing is, normally I just bring Zila, Yukong, and Bronya, but for this particular story quest, I actually want to level up my Danheng Imbibitor Lunae. And unfortunately it's only level 50 and, well, let's just say that it's not properly equipped yet, so I will be stopping the recording here for the time being, and I will be continuing once I properly gear him and level him up. So I'll see you in a bit.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I've leveled up Danheng Imbibitor Lunae. However, I'm not sure if this is enough, because technically I only have 72. Not much of the traces. Some of the relics are pretty decent, but not all of it. And the light cone is only level 70. I don't have any resources yet, but let's go ahead and give it a shot. First attempt with not so buffed up Imbibitor. Let's go ahead and pick him. Let's put Tingyun here.
Bygones are bygones.
Sure, whatever.
But sometimes I wish things had turned out differently.
Okay. And Yukong, where's Yukong? There you go.
General, my bow and
I mean,
arrows
it's
are at the
either
ready,
Yukong
awaiting
or
your command.
Bronya, but Yukong could buff everybody, so... Well, technically the first two people next to her. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but I guess like the first one.
Has the General of the Lawfu chosen to grace me with his presence?
Clearly she's not using Tingyun's body, so we don't know where her actual body is. It's still the
That
fling.
witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time! Show yourself, Fantilia!
And the benefactors, too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable. Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus Medicus hold themselves in such high regard. The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and resurrection.
All of you, ready yourselves. Danheng, guard my back. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
Is there no way I could hide all who you are? Because it looks so damn cool. But there's no way to take a picture. Dang. Stop navigation, I guess. It's still appearing here, so... Dang. I can't hide it.
Old friends, meet yet again.
Let's...
I'm with you.
What's Tingyun? Or rather, technique. After technique is used, Lightning Lord hits per action in the first turn. Is this a buff or not? It's a buff, alright. Okay! Holy shit. He's huge. He's a freaking giant.
Benefactors, behold this beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to use. The very power that brought the Xianzhou long life, I will use to bring it destruction.
Vantilia has usurped the power of the Arbor.
Body born out of Ambrosial Arbor by Fangolia, Lord Ravager of the Antimatter region. This flesh possesses the powers of both destruction and abundance, a form that embodies the cycle of death and rebirth. It is also the first fruit born from the rejuvenated Ambrosial Arbor. Holy crap.
All of you, focus on destroying the Phantom Flowers. I'll go for the body.
Tingyun doesn't have the energy bar full just yet.
To the clouds!
But I might as well.
The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Boom! From the boom!
Might as well cast like this.
Or the Shinjo!
Awaken fluid scales. Delve hidden wound. Move hands dragon.
I hope you're prepared.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile. This body was born of the Arbor. You are but ants.
That's some strong wind!
March, careful!
Pilot spirit
I think
never
the
dies.
shields are holding, but I don't remember how long Japard's skill is. Let me check. Is there a way to check? Shield. One turn remaining. So I'll use the ultimate once that runs out.
Sense a storm. Heaven surge.
Almost.
Ends here. The die is cast.
Stay the course.
Let's build up skill points.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent.
What? That's a pretty cool effect. Holy crap.
The
She got hotter.
universe will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
Who's gonna attack next? Yukong, so I need one skill point for her. I don't have enough skill points.
Is that all? In the name of Landau,
I think I need the shield.
here's the cold. Hardens the wind. We shall never fall!
Now I'm on a timer to build up the skill point, or rather the energy for Japard again.
The pilot spirit never dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna waste one of these, unfortunately.
To the clouds! The wind is rising. Cloud kites, formation! Boom! From the boom!
General of the Xianzhou, can your feeble strength...
Hey, yo!
Gunhung, you take it from here.
Ventilia.
Oh damn. That is so cool. That's a good wallpaper.
A scion of permanence. Have you finally remembered your duty of watching over the arbor?
Okay. I only have 2, but I could use the ultimate right after. But I might as well not waste it.
I am the vanguard of the hunt.
Stay the course. This is it.
It still ends to you, Ventilia. So much effort to crush us, and met with
Okay, I
so
got the
little
ultimate for 2 of
success.
them ready.
I wonder what the other Ravagers would think.
Last phase, I think.
It's almost as if you can't wait to be acquainted with them.
She's got 3
I'm
forms.
afraid you won't have
And she's even hotter. Damn.
It is time to put an end to this.
How many kills does she have? One, 2, I can't really count. 3, 4, I guess. I think still. Is that another one behind it, or is that the same one?
Out of ideas, Ventilia.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tails?
Radiant Spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
I don't want to raise a flag, but it certainly does seem good, and it seems we're doing well. I only wanted Don Hung and Imbibitor Lunae here, because it's more of a symbolic according to the story.
Or the Tingyun!
I wish not to use the strength.
Right after
Awaken Thorn Scales. Delve hidden wound. Move tainted dread.
Okay, the shield is ready. The next time hits me.
To the clouds! The wind is rising.
Do one ultimate.
Cloud kites, formation! Boom! From the boom!
If I think I'm ready on the shield just in case she gets us without the shield or removes our current shield. Holding.
It is time to put an end to this.
Neutrons out of the shield. Focusing on the bar. No.
Ventilia, your scheme ends here. Vanquish the abomination!
Easy as that.
I hope you're prepared. Dies can.
Almost.
Or the Tingyun!
That's actually pretty epic.
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain death is touching.
It would have been cool if I had Imbibitor Lunae as last hit, but
Radiance,
it's a genuine moment.
my word. Show no mercy!
It is time to put an end to this. For my next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers.
Void Rangers?
The power of the destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook.
Somehow it feels strange if her lips are normal.
Arrogant Cienjo. I wonder if the transformation of a Cienjo General into a Void Ranger would cast the Law Fu back into chaos. Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
Don Hong! Do it!
I don't know what happened. So, Jingyuan stabbed her from the back, and what the hell happened to Don Hung's spear?
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Cienjo is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
General, are you okay?
I'm still alive. And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts.
Did Imbibitor Lunae do some kind of buff that we don't know about?
Vantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Vantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her.
Oh, it's a
Thus,
normal strike.
Her connection to the arbor was severed.
So Jingyuan wanted Don Feng to shoot him in the back, so that it'll damage Vantilia as well, due to the connection. Okay.
So
I get it.
was all part of the plan? When Don Hung stabbed you, I was scared to death.
Is Vantilia still alive?
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction. Still.
Vantilia won't be stirring up trouble anytime soon. Don't worry about her infecting the arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner. I'm afraid I may be somewhat spent.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep. Hey, wake up!
A few moments later, Fujuan and the Cloud Knights arrived. Starstiff was ready to what? I really hate it when it's that fast.
All remains as it did yesterday.
All right.
Old friends meet yet again.
Anonymous. Okay, so I was told not to watch this trailer before finishing the quest. So now that we're done with the quest, let's take a look at this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's 2D. Was that them, the original 5?
Frown, Sing. You too, Imbibitor Lunae. Let's see you smile.
Let them off the hook by heart.
I guess
They're
that was
so
the
sore from
past,
losing
huh?
to Jingliu.
Want a rematch? I'm always available.
Pretty good animation though. Okay, here we go.
How long will you keep running?
I have to leave.
Leave? You'll find no refuge among the stars. The High Elder's succession is as eternal and unyielding as the ancient sea.
That past is yours.
No, you are my reincarnation. A mirror image. A past life sin must be repaid in this one.
That's BS.
Not you!
For those who defy our creed and break the
He's
succession,
technically a different being altogether.
death is the only redemption.
Damn! This looks like it was really animated the usual way, the traditional 2D, instead of the shortcut, which is generally 3D. Nowadays, most animation studios would mix and match between hand-drawn and 3D objects. This one looks like it's completely hand-drawn. It's really cool. Looks so damn good.
You have nowhere to run.
Don Feng guilty of unpardonable sin. In light of past merit, the sentence shall be commuted to molting rebirth and eternal banishment.
Why did you take this path?
Hand over the transmutation arcanum and the preceptors will spare your life.
What the heck did he do?
Because of you.
Starting today, you're one of the express crew.
Don Hung, I'm clocking off for now. Attention! The Express is about to make the jump.
You're right. You are my past. But you won't follow me into my future!
Oh damn! That was a good line.
I will blaze a path of my own! And it's futile!
He's in full Imbibitor Lunae form. Damn! Oh, that's a great shot. Oh man. That is so cool.
Go then. Leave. And don't look back.
So he came into terms with his past. Oh, March is so cute. Oh, we got still. So I guess in Genshin we have Ether as the canon main character, but here in Star Rail it's the female one. That's beautiful.
Let him be, March.
That was really good. Damn. Alright, so quick thoughts on that whole thing. I enjoyed the story. Tingyun twist was surprising, but there was already a hint of her betrayal through her suspicious comments regarding immortality. The Don Shu reveal was a little bit sad considering we thought of her as originally a tragic person. I initially thought her appearance in the side quest was done after we parted ways, like that was it. So her appearance in the main quest was surprising. Dan Heng's transformation was something I was looking forward to ever since the live stream. First looks and drip marketing. The Moses moment was awesome. It had really gorgeous animation. Yan Cheng though, I really liked his character design, but I kinda hate his personality. He seemed so impatient and overly aggressive to attack Dan Heng just because of his identity. Logically, Dan Heng should have already been judged by the Luofu, and his return there merely requires Yan Cheng to at least throw him out of the place, and since he was banished. But his actions seemed like he wanted to either kill or capture him together with Blade, so I think that was over the top. His uptight thinking made me a bit annoyed with his personality in general, so it was nice seeing that it was interrupted by Jing Yuan. Oh! Yep. That's a pretty good proof. I'm coming, I'm coming. Alright. So that's it for my Honkai Star Rail videos temporarily. Moving forward, I'll just play the game to do dailies and farm materials for now. For the future videos, I might focus on Genshin Impact since I'm way behind on that one. I have yet to even enter Sumeru and we already have Fontaine, so I'll be doing that soon. If you like the content, give the videos a like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one.